What's going on, family? It's been a long time since the last time I did a video to come to you to encourage you, but I'm here now. Your boy is back. As you can see, I'm in my second home. I'm in the plane flying to Atlanta. But I just want to give you guys some tools for everybody that's watching my video for the first time. I thank you. Number one, I want to thank you, everybody that shares anything pertaining to Aosinspires. I want to say thank you. I am Mr. Aosinspires himself. I want to say thank you for all your support. I see your comments that you comment on every single post. I thank you. And what's happening is you're reaching people that I'm not connected with. And since you're doing that, I'm touching people that I'm not connected with. Together, we are empowering the world to never give up. Anybody that has been with me for a certain amount of time, you know that my mission is to empower the world to never give up. As you can see, we have the logo now. I posted a video on Instagram. A lot of people have been sliding into my DM, asking me how. Hey, listen, that hoodie is dope. How can I get one? I'm working on the details now with the distributors to try to find out. You know, we're doing shirts, hats. We're doing the whole shebang. So I'll be getting back with you soon on that. Now, in the meantime, if you go to Amazon right now, this is something that you can purchase. My latest publication, Winning After a Major Loss. It will change your life for living. I'm still getting text messages. As a matter of fact, I'm doing a book signing in Atlanta, November the 20th, across the First Baptist Church, 9:30, and also 10:45. You don't want to miss it. I'm also preaching 10:45 service. I promise you, you don't want to miss it. But I just got a quick message for you real fast. The cost of success. I want to talk about that for a little while. The cost of success is very imperative. The reason the cost of success, the enemy doesn't want you to be successful. Before I get to that, I had a conversation with someone, and he was telling me, he said, I don't believe that anybody can be successful. And I told him I beg to differ, because there's nothing different about me other than my drive, my focus, and my ambition. I work hard to do what God has placed inside of my heart to do, the vision that he has given me, the goals that he has given me. I work hard for that. I don't let up for no one. It's nothing that's so special about me that I was able to write a book. There's nothing special about me that I was able to grow a following to 10,000 following with no platform. You know, I just had a work ethic that would not quit. I researched as much as I could. So I just want to let you know, don't let the enemy infiltrate your mind to make you believe that you can't be successful, because you can be successful. God has ordained you to be successful, but you have to have a made-up mind to become successful. You can't let the enemy play on your self-esteem. That's the number one way that the enemy loves to infiltrate successful people, is through their self-esteem. Because if your self-esteem is low, you won't fulfill the destiny that God has given you. You will be too timid. You'll be too scared to fulfill the destiny. You won't be bold enough to fulfill the destiny that God has placed inside of your life, or the dreams that you have, or the goals that you have. Ask yourself a question. Who placed these goals inside of me? Who placed these desires inside of me? You didn't wake up one morning and just have these desires. These desires were placed inside of you by someone. So since God placed these desires and these dreams inside of you, he has given you the tools to fulfill that. Now, I tell people all the time, when you're building a brand or you're building a company, don't go the cheap route. Cheap is expensive. I learned that the hard way from the very, very beginning. Cheap is very expensive. What are you talking about? The reason that I invest so much into my brand is because, number one, I'm having an impact into the world. I'm impacting people's lives, helping the vision that God has given me is helping me to impact people's lives, change people's lives forever. People have called me and said, listen, I was on the verge of killing myself, but just reading a post or reading your book, it made me change my mind. It made me want to change my life. So don't go the cheap route. Because when you go the cheap route, I'm going to tell you this, people overlook it. Now, what are you talking about? When you go to a restaurant, do you want to go to a nasty restaurant and sit down and eat, or take your family? Or fellas, if you're going on a date, do you want to take your date to a nasty restaurant? No, I don't do that. I don't live my life cheap, so I'm not going to do ministry, or I'm not going to do work my brand cheap. So the money that I spend in my brand, most people spend in their clothes. They buy $200 worth of shoes. $300 shirts, $500 jeans. So I want to let you know, taking the cheap route is expensive, because at the end you're going to have to redo it all over again. Do it the first time the right way, then you won't have to redo it again. So a lot of people ask me, your logos are nice, but why do you spend so much money on it? The reason I spend so much money on it is because people love quality over quantity. Have you ever bought something that wasn't good quality, but you got a lot of quantity of it? You got a lot of it, but you didn't enjoy it. But something that you spent a lot of money on, it was great quality, but it wasn't that much quantity, but you enjoyed it more. So I just want to let you know, when you go to a restaurant, you want to go to a restaurant that's nice quality, that you can relax, you can enjoy your food. That's why you need to invest in your own brand, because don't nobody follow garbage. I just want to, no shade, but don't nobody follow garbage. I know that I'm not going to attach my name to anything that's less of excellence. Anything you see this brand on, you know that it's going to be with excellence. You know that anything that AOS has its stamp on is going to be done with excellence. And number one, it's going to impact people's lives. So I just want to let you know that. Stop, this is the last thing, and I'm done. Stop taking advice from people that you won't trade places with. What are you talking about? Stop taking advice from people that you won't trade places with. This is what I'm talking about. What is the reason to have a role model? A role model is somebody that you look up to, somebody that you want to take pointers from. Stop taking advice from people that you won't trade places with, because oftentimes a lot of people that's giving you advice that's not going anywhere are only giving you advice from their perspective when it's not effective. Be careful from taking advice from people that's not being effective. There's a danger when you take advice from people that's not being effective, because oftentimes people love to give advice when they're not going anywhere, but they see you going somewhere, and all of a sudden you have the fix all. So be careful. Keep your circle tight. Only hang with those, or be around people that are going somewhere in life. If they're not going anywhere, you need to switch ships. You need to change your circle. You need to change the people that surround you. I only like to hang with people or talk to people that are doing better than me, or that have the same agenda in life as me. I have no time for foolishness. Just want to let you know that there is a cost to success. And I want to be the one to encourage you, to let you know that you can be successful if you put your mind to it. If you apply these tools that I have given you, invest into your own brand. Let your self-esteem, build your self-esteem up. Don't have low self-esteem, because the enemy loves to tap dance on low self-esteem people, because with low self-esteem, you want to accomplish all that God has ordained you to accomplish. God has told you that it's yours, but it's up to you if you're going to go and get it. Just let you know, Aosinspires coming to a store near you, if you will. And if you want to know more about Aosinspires, the brand, inbox me even right now, aos.inspires. Send me a message. Would love to have you on my marketing team. Just want to give a shout out to Mr. Kevin Simmons, my marketing manager in Virginia. Love him, doing an excellent job. Love you, brother. Thank you guys for sharing this post. Thank you guys for following Aosinspires. Just because of you, gonna make me reach the masses. God bless you.